Hello, Izzy. My name is Steve Goldberg, and I'm going to show you how to use Google Earth. So I assume you're going to be flying out of RDU. We can just type that in, and Google Earth actually knows where that is. This is the search button up here. I'm going to turn these off. There's RDU, and you are going up to, I don't know, let's say you're flying into Kennedy Airport, JFK Airport. So you're leaving Durham, flying up the East Coast, and there you are at Kennedy Airport, and let's just say you are going to Central Park in New York. So you'd leave there, and this is Central Park. And I don't know, let's say you guys, these are, if you have the photos layer on, it's like this. You turn those off. So people have taken lots of pictures of the various sites around Central Park. Oh, that's a nice rainbow. So I'm going to turn these off for a minute, and let's go to, say, FAO Schwartz on Fifth Avenue, not far off the park. If you had a cool experience there, or if you read a news article about something that happened there, you might put a place mark down. And so if you hover over this little thing here, it says add place mark, looks like a thumbtack. Click on that, and you have a place mark, and you can put it wherever you want just by clicking on it in the box and moving it to where you want to be. Sometimes when you do it, it'll come up like this, and you'll say, where's the place mark? And you'll have to move this little box out of the way. The way to move this box is by clicking on this top margin thing here. If I click here on the box, try to move it, nothing happens. But if I click here, I can move it out of the way, put the place mark down at FAO Schwartz, and then I would label it FAO Schwartz and say we bought a huge light up piano here. I'm going to click OK. And so I'm going to show you how I used it recently. There's recently a fire in, pretty awful fire actually, in Yarnell, Arizona. If you've been listening to NPR, you probably heard about it. So this is the town of Yarnell, and a good thing to make so that people don't just, it's just like we went into some place, we have no idea where we are, is a context place mark. So I'm zooming out using this little minus button here, and now I can see the state of Arizona pretty well. And I can see that Yarnell is kind of in the middle, a little south of the Grand Canyon. So I'm going to make a place mark that I'm going to call Arizona. And I'll put that under file in Yarnell. And I recently leased a car from Honda Fit, and I looked on the side of it, and it was made in a place called, I forget the name, that's the factory, and I can turn on, you get the idea, hopefully here. Here's a picture of the factory. Yeah, Saitama is the factory in Japan where my car was made, and if we zoom out a little bit, you can see that Tokyo is about 15 miles, maybe more. I think it's about 15 miles away. Yeah, there's Tokyo. Turn off the photos. We're approaching 5 minutes here, but hopefully you get the idea. So yeah, it's about 20 miles away. That's a measuring tool that we'll also be using. So what you should practice doing is just go in to Google Earth at some point, maybe on Monday or before, if you can, and just some place that you're going to go. Let's say you visit the Statue of Liberty. So that's down on the south end of Manhattan. And there's the Statue of Liberty National Monument, and you would just make a place mark and tell your story about the Statue, but right, Statue of Liberty. Story goes here. And speaking of the story, if I go back to Arizona for a second there, go back to Arizona, you see it's a pretty powerful tool. And when I go to Arizona, I can actually not have that be distracting and come up. It's just getting me to Yarnell. And then when we click on this, this is the New York Times article that I was reading. And so, fast moving blaze kills 19 firefighters in central Arizona. So you can copy the URL of a place that you want to learn about and paste it in here. If you're on a PC, you right click it and go to properties. If you're on a Mac, it's the little control thing, the Apple click, and then you can write text here, describe what was going on, that sort of thing. All right, so this is 6 minutes long, but hopefully that gives you a sense of how to use Google Earth. And assuming you come to the camp, I look forward to working with you on Tuesday, and I hope you have a great trip in New York City, and happy birthday. Take care.